So here we have it, the figure that all the Mega Man fans have been waiting for. Any hot-blooded Mega Man fan have been waiting for this one. Protoman, aka Blues, aka Breakman, whatever you want to call him. Maybe Bruce, if you like a little bit of English. Rockman Bruce. Kotobukiya really went out at this time when they made this figure. It's absolutely incredible. It's actually a model kit though, my bad. But that's kind of the history of Protoman. Some of the best figures of Protoman have been model kits. Just to give you a little rundown of my boy here, of the stuff that he's had to go through before coming to what he is today. The first Protoman action figures came from Japan, and they were actually they were Kinkishis, little rubber figures, kind of like what we know as muscles here. So, yeah, all the Protoman ones were first incepted in this form. They're cool, but they're not articulated. After that, we finally got our second Protoman figure, and it came from America, no less, in the form of the Ruby Spears cartoon. And that was the Protoman Evil figure, voiced by Scott McNeil. And yeah, you know, it's got abs, it's got underwear. Protoman's normally known for his belt, not his underwear. That's a Mega Man trait. And he had something that was more of a cape almost instead of a scarf. It was kind of rickety. He also had his little buster that was interchangeable, which was kind of cool. But aside from that, it was not that great a figure. But then again, it was the 90s, and well. Then Jazzware came around, and God help them, but they made their figures. And theirs were more articulated, a little more accurate to the design, but I don't know, just the proportions were off, and it just didn't capture Protoman properly. Also, the quality with these were horrible. Oh, so many of them were loose, and I think I owned this figure like 3 times. Not a single one of them is in good quality. They actually made a second version of this with a longer face, and wasn't as nice either. I have it somewhere, but I'm going to try to keep it short, the little history run through. And through all the other figures, we finally ended up with what was the best one, which was done by Bandai for Mega Man 8, and that was the model kit Blues Rockman for Mega Man 8. And this was really articulated, had, you know, interchangeable hands and joints, and again, anything typical of a model kit. So for the longest time, and this came out, I believe it was 1997, for the longest time, this was the definitive Protoman figure. After today, this is going to change. So, let's crack one open and build it, shall we? So Protoman's now built. I just want to cover some stuff. The instruction manual is just as gorgeous, has the exact same thing as the box art there, same art. One thing I want to address, aside from the innards here, is that normally in every instruction manual, just like Rockman and Roll did, this area here on the back of it would say what the next figure was. In this case, they're actually cross-promoting the previous 2 figures. So this pretty much is hinting that there isn't going to be another figure in this line anytime soon. Although we do have the D-Art Rockman X coming out soon, so we could kind of look forward to that until we get our, I don't know, Airman or Bass or whoever you guys want next. So at the moment I have Protoman assembled like this. Why is he missing his head? Well, one of the cool features about the Kotobukiya line is interchangeable hands, heads, and most importantly, that's different, faces. So Protoman came with 3 faces. It came with whistling, smirking, and angry. Or as the box refers to it as mad, or angry also. So you got a choice of one of these, and then you strapped on the old, it's called the M crest because he was a homage to Racer X. So he had the Mask Racer emblem on his forehead. That's why it looks like a little bit of an M. You just pop in one of those, pop this in, and then you got your amazing head sculpt there. Then you pop it onto here, and you got an amazing looking figure. Now just to give you an idea of scale compared to the original, that was considered for the longest time the best. It is huge in comparison. And that's what I love about it, is that this is a full-fledged large kit. And not to mention, because it comes with the interchangeable hands, it does everything the original from Bandai did, but better. More sculpt, more detail, no stickers needed to get that extra details of stuff. Although, one complaint, although it should have to be painted anyways, they didn't get the green of the back of the helmet, but that's a small little complaint, it's not much otherwise. Considering that I just assembled this now in less than an hour, and it looks absolutely gorgeous without any paint or any massive modeling skills, it looks absolutely incredible. It comes with a whole slew of accessories. It comes with the Buster Cannon, and you get a little like splurge, if you will, to say the least, of Proto Buster. You get obviously the iconic Protoman shield. You get a whole bunch of other hands, and you get an E-tank just like the Rockman, but this one is gray. So I guess you're going to have to paint that. And just like Rockman, you're going to also have to use the water transfers. And what these are is you actually have to, I guess the best way to describe it is think of like how a tattoo works on a human body. It's kind of the same idea. You have to cut it out and then put it on here. But sad thing is, you're going to also have to paint this, because Rockman's, his was blue. This one was molded in gray because of the gang molding of the model kit. And even when you play the game, Protoman's E-tanks are also blue, so it's more just an unfortunate case of the gang molding of the plastic. There's one last interesting thing I wanted to mention about the kit, and that's the extra pieces that it comes with for advanced building. And that's Protoman comes with an extra set of translucent pieces. So he actually comes with, because he has a translucent green that's normally standard, but he also comes with a red one. That's supposed to represent, I guess, charging or shooting if you want to in the moment. But what's interesting, he also comes with two red ones that are used for his earpieces here. And those are to represent when he's essentially about to die. It's like his energy is draining. Or in the future, if people want to do color schemes of any of the, get weapons, you'll be able to recreate those, because certain ones, like if he has a leaf shield, the earpieces were not green, they were actually red. And then you have a whole bunch of extra stuff too to make different chests, and a new torso, and even a neck joint that isn't skin colored, it's actually gray. So the gray joint, that's actually, oddly, and it's a very, very weird homage, that's a homage to Breakman, where he actually had a red scarf and he had a gray neck joint. And I don't know if that's on purpose or it's just the fact that, well, again, the gang molding and it just ended up on the gray tree, who knows. But either way, that's pretty cool. And, in the end, like just any of these Japanese kits, you could always order any extra pieces for, directly from the factory. And I mean, they're not that expensive. Some of them are only like 400 yen or 500 yen. So, I mean, $4 to get, an extra torso so you could do something special. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's not something we have over here in America. So, just final thoughts about this. It's, coming from the Protoman himself, from ProtoRetro, I absolutely love this figure. This is something I've been waiting for a while. Since they announced the Kotobukiya Rockman, I've been expecting this for a long time, and it's everything I hoped for and more. It's way better than the Megaman 8 Bandai release way back when. A lot bigger too, which is always an important note. A lot of extra details. I mean, the scarf is double folded scarf, where every single Protoman toy has always been a single piece. This one, it's actually two pieces. I can't say how much more I love it. I just want to tell everyone to go out and buy it. You could get it cheap from Ami Ami, or even Big Bad Toy Store has it, and it's well worth the investment, because this line is probably the best time that, you know, Megaman toys have always had problems, and this is the first time we've had something that doesn't have issues. So this is Protoman from ProtoRetro, if you're watching me on YouTube or through my website. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to get this figure, because, I mean, I got 3 of them. I'm pretty sure you guys can get 1. Take it easy.